I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. It is Saturday, the 7th day of October, 2023, and it's time for the reading of our devotional thought for today. And it's being read from the devotional book, Truth for Life by pastor and author Alistair Begg. Today's devotional thought is entitled, I will strengthen you. And the verse today, Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, which reads, I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That's Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Pastor Alistair Begg writes, people who are very confident in their own abilities and what they've achieved seldom know much of God. Before we can discover God's power and strength in all of its fullness, we must be brought face to face with our own inabilities and weaknesses. We will all go through times in our lives that we'd rather avoid. Like the Apostle Paul, we will ask the Lord to remove difficulties from our lives, and we may receive the answer that, if we're honest, we don't always desire to hear. Quote, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. End of quote. And that's 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. Many of us spend our lives trying to be strong for others, to press on and to hold it together for those we care about. We may even begin to believe that we can do that, but we can't. Even on our best days, we discover that we have limits that we cannot overcome on our own. Yes, if we will only acknowledge how desperately weak we are, we will be amazed to see the power of God unleashed within our lives. The way to be truly strong for others is to lean on the Lord's strength rather than to rely on our own. Perhaps as you read this, you are physically, emotionally, or spiritually drained. And if you are not, the time for feeling that will come. In your moments of weaknesses, you will be faced with a choice. You can ask God to give you strength, or you can turn to idols. Your natural inclinations will not be to turn to God, but to rejuvenate and reassure yourselves by other means. Your possessions, your intellect, your energy, your past achievements. Yet the prophet pursues us with these words, thus says the Lord, let not the wise man boast in his wisdom, let not the mighty boast in his might, let not the rich boast in his riches, but let him who boasts boast in this, that he understands and knows me. And that's Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23 and 24. Instead of trying to press on in your own strength today, allow the Holy Spirit to minister His truth to your soul. God supplies His strength for your weakness. He says, I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. You serve a God who has eyes that see you, knees that stoop to help you, and hands that reach out to embrace you. Humbly turn to Him in your weakness and be prepared for Him to meet you with His strength. May that be true of you today, especially if you feel weak, like you just can't make another step. Humbly turn to Him in that very weakness and be prepared for Him to meet you with His strength, and He will. He is indeed a faithful Father. The reading of our devotional thought today, trust that it encouraged you, and perhaps you might want to listen to this again, and it will be heard at the top of the next even hour right here on Lighthouse Christian Radio, FM 101.3. And those of you reading through the Bible in a year, your assignment is Ezekiel chapter 42, 43, and 44, and the Gospel of John chapter 19, verses 1 through 22. My name is Clive Walsh. Truly may the Lord bless you in a special way today.